is a beautiful sunny day in the Riverfall Kingdoms.
We talk about it's getting ready to rain.
The
Gold up in here.
Yes, that's very nice.
Who said that rain is not nice weather?
Obviously, the elves.
Who said? Fucking, that's such a Neuromont thing to say. Who said rain's not nice weather? Okay. Anyway.
Better than sun, in my opinion, most of the time.
Alright, so as we last left off, you guys had been discussing support for the invasion of Queewalks when you guys need the support with the various different lords of the River Kingdoms. You got a few people on your side as Ares was running through a couple different horse races. Maria and Cathal were speaking to these different people and making their cases, rolling ridiculously high on charisma, etc., etc. And that's pretty much what happened last time.
I'm insulted that she can do better charisma than me.
Who, Cathal?
Yes.
Huh?
She cheats her way to the top.
Yeah, Cathal cheats with the fucking with her class period.
You know what? I figured it out. She's allowed to cheat in social encounters because she can't do very much else when she gets one shot.
I should just kill her more, huh? Make you protect her. 'Cause, you know, that's the thing. You don't protect Cathal. She'll just. You're like, okay, Cathal's dead. Let's keep going.
Hey, I protect everyone with rules arguing. That's how Alkender lived.
Yes. When you fucking moved up that gigantic dude up on me when I was plinking away at him and proceeded to do my health and damage.
I don't remember.
Natural 20s are great things.
Anyway. Shall we continue? Back to the tournament grounds. So, does anybody remember what the last thing that happened was?
Alkender does.
Alkender better.
Huh?
It's Alkender's job to remember.
And he's got the highest in score of the people now currently playing.
Why does that make you cry?
I lost my wizard! I'm gonna have to hire a new one!
Oh. Aw.
And I paid her thousands of gold!
And you used it all.
No, I actually paid her wages. Thousands of gold. She gotta cut the loot.
Okay, something came up. I have to leave for 30 minutes.
Okay,
And you didn't even tell us what happened last?
The
Yeah.
bigger problem is it's his turn because I think we're about to start the debate. Where are we?
Set the bait. Set the bait. Set the bait for what?
Wasn't I talking to Voran?
What was that?
Let us do the melee arena. I'll be back in like 30 minutes.
Alright, well, just recap us real quick and then you can leave. You're not allowed to leave yet.
No, I actually really have to go right now.
Just yeah.
Who does Voran own?
So it looks like the last person you spoke to was Varan, the general of Tuvet.
Tivet? Tuvet?
Look at the tournament again.
Yeah.
All the way at the bottom.
All the way at the bottom. What am I doing?
So you've spoken to the leaders of Pitax, Ortholt, Daggermark, Niven, Liberthane, Seven Arches, and Tuvet.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know whose name that correlates to, so if you could just do me that solid.
Alright, you've spoken to...
That's it. NPC, when you come back, I know you can hear me.
No.
Fix
So you've
this
spoken-
tournament, Pitax, and who
Hush.
owns them.
So you've spoken to Aroveti of Pitax. You've spoken to Kurgaluk of Ortholt. You've spoken to Livendar of Daggermark. You've spoken to Celine of Miven. You've spoken to who is he from? Wrong way. You've spoken to Parcel of Liberthane. You've spoken to Banes of Seven Arches, and you've spoken to Voran of Tuvet.
Did anyone write that down?
You should have been just typing it in or something.
I wasn't ready.
Alright,
Pitax is
Wow.
Irovetti.
that's the last time I'm going to say it. Aroveti of Pitax. Kurgaluk of Ortholt. Here, I'll just fucking move him here. Spoken to him. There he is. He's spoken to him. Celine, him. Let's see. Parcel. Baines. And then Voran. Those are the people you've spoken with. Hello.
Yeah, I think he's still writing it up.
I can't push to talk while I'm typing.
No, I moved them all over to the side here. Those are the people you've spoken with.
Well, I can't acknowledge your existence while I'm typing, because then I just get a bunch of unwanted marks.
Well, here you
There.
get their names.
Look at that. Look at that. The tournament is now perfectly in order.
How is the tournament perfectly in order?
I hope I spelled their names right.
They're all right here.
Don't tell me this logical shit.
And you can see their names,
That's
right?
Yes. Irovetti was totally spelled correctly. You can't prove otherwise.
How do you spell it?
Don't ask questions I don't know answers to. Right. So, NPC is away, so the mice shall play. To the debate!
Oh, you want to debate? That's mean.
Let us do some other things.
Well, you can do one more horse race. That you can call it a
I
5-4.
don't want to do a horse race right now. I want to have lunch with Ugin and Irovetti. Or breakfast or whatever.
Why Ugin?
Because he's my homeboy.
Alright, so you're gonna approach the both of them?
Wait for it. Alright, now my character sheet's open.
Your character sheet.
Ulef Ugin, Lord of Timon. Alright, so I get done talking to Voran and I walk over to the stands as I have a moment to wait, to breathe between these constant horse races. And I ask Lord Ugin if he would like to eat with me.
Cannot remember this sound for the life of me. Hold on, I gotta pull him up real quick then.
You have notes on these guys? He's Irish.
No. I pull up their Wikipedia or their Pathfinder wiki page. UNGIN. And they usually give you a little bit of info on their personality. Sometimes.
Iravetti's supposed to be a Spanish whore?
Yeah, I remember Iravetti. He's fun. He's one of the funner ones to play. But I'm pretty sure... No, it's because I played Timon before. I just don't remember. I should have watched that video. It was a long time ago.
Oops, your mistake.
Well, anyway, I said...
I don't know if
Greetings,
you're
Ares. I've watched you on the track. You've done well. I bet on you that second race. Got quite a bit of coin. That is why we're here, after all. Ha! Although, I have heard some disturbing rumors. I'd hoped to speak to you this day.
Well, I encourage you to have some food with me. I am hungry. I have not eaten in quite a while.
Ah, yes. We can have the errand boys brought up with some concessions. Anything you desire.
Very well, then. What is there to eat?
I did just say anything you desire, no?
So I may make any request?
Hell, we'll have the chefs whip it up if they can, or as near as they can.
Then I shall request roast pheasant.
Ah, yes.
And a loaf of bread.
Lord Ares! Requesting pheasant is such a small task for my wonderful chef. I'm glad you are here. I am Lord Iravetti, and this is my turn. She wouldn't say Lord. I am, what the fuck is this? I'm a Cuscurcio Iravetti, Lord of Pitax. I am glad you were able to make it. He taps Ungan on the shoulder and says, "Are you enjoying the races, my friend?" And Ungan looks back at him and says, "As much as I can."
Lord Iravetti, I thank you very much for inviting me here. It was a great gesture.
Lord Ares, your fame in this land cannot be disputed. Could not skip the opportunity to meet you. Ungan starts to back away as you two talk.
Well, I am very much... I don't even have words to describe my joy in coming to this tournament. It reminds me so much of the celebrations in my homeland.
Yes, indeed. I do not have words to describe my pleasure at watching you destroy these other lords on the horse races. Perhaps we shall see more in the joust, yes?
I shall do my best, but I should give proper praise to General Varane. He did perform mightily in the last race.
Indeed. He performed quite well, but no match for the power of a hero of your caliber. And Lord Ares, I must ask you. You travel with some very, how should I say, beautiful company. You should put in a good word for me. With the elf. She is mighty skittish.
You wish to bed cattle?
If you wish to put it so crudely, I would not.
Lord Iravetti, I caution you now. It would not just be the two of you, should you bet her.
Lord Ares, your meal will be here soon. Would you care to sit? They have a table over here under the bleachers. It's like a nice green room, you can say, where you can go in and sit and wait for your meal and speak.
I would love to. Lord Ugan, will you be accompanying me? And Lord Iravetti?
You certain, Lord Ares? What I have to speak with you of may be better discussed in private.
I have a suspicion. I know what ails you about the recent events, and I have no secrets to the land.
Well then, I shall join you. Yes, yes, of course, come with us! Yes, we will drink the finest wines and other fine indulgences in my green room. As you guys walk underneath the bleachers.
Oh damn! Perception check. What do I find in there?
There's all sorts of drugs and alcohols and ladies in there. Very scantily clad women.
Trust me not, for I am chaste.
Is that what you tell any woman, that one of those scantily clad women that come and try to sit on your lap?
Yes.
Well, both Aravetti and Ungen will entertain one of these ladies sitting on their laps. And they'll look at you kind of strangely at first, but one of these ladies walks by. She brings a tray full of substances and offers them to Aravetti. Aravetti takes what looks like a flower and he puts it in a mortar and pestle and he grounds it up. And then he puts it in his drink, an alcoholic drink. It looks like fine red wine. Stirs it up and drinks it. Like the whole thing, all at once. The dairies! This is a great party! I understand you may not wish to indulge if you are participating in these great events. However, I encourage you to visit me after the midnight joust. We shall have the most glorious of times. And he winks at you.
Before I can answer.
Since when did you just get a... Since when do you have an 11?
Because I have it as a class skill and max ranks.
Okay. Alright. Well,
Would be higher, but I have a negative modifier.
he's not trying to bluff, so you get the impression that not only does he want to see Cathal, see you there, or see Cathal in that way, he would love to see you as well.
Wait a minute. In the same way as Cathal.
Yes.
This guy hitting on me?
You get that impression.
Obviously.
Well, I shall not make any sudden moves, but when the time comes, touch me not, for I am chaste.
Well, he winks at you. That was the last thing that happened.
Very well then, Lord Aravetti, I shall see you after the tournament, and we shall have a great party, I'm sure.
Yes, make sure and bring your friends.
Then you mean to extend your invitation to all of Don's Crescendo?
Well, if you'd like to bring your friend Cathal, Maria, and I think you have another little elf running around with you, do you not? Do you keep her off to yourself?
Yeah, Keto, Maria. I have another elf? And Maria is no elf.
He's not talking
He's
about
just
Maria.
Keto. How can there is no elf? Ah, you must mean the half moon cat.
Yes. Is that your own private concubine?
Concubine, no. She is but a child.
Well, to each his own.
Oh dear, lady. I feel suspicious in that, and I wish to make certain that you understand. I am not in any relationship other than friendship and comradeship with any of Don's Crescendo. and I shall not be in any romantic relationship with any individual, for my quest is not yet complete.
Oh, yes, I understand very well. And he winks at you again.
Now then, Lord Ugin, as I assume that the pheasant has arrived at.
Irovetti will send for Cathal, and as the messenger leaves, your pheasant will arrive, along with a few other dishes that they lay out among the table. Fancy fruits like figs and pineapples and dates. You know, you get some pig and your pheasant, and quite a bit of pheasants there because they're small birds.
What Ares ends up eating is not all that lavish in nature, because this whole event reminds them of home, and they didn't have like tremendous lavish food, but they had lots of wine.
But you're not drinking?
Not in any form of excess, just sipping.
And he says, Irovetti says, Lord Ares, would you care to try some of this nightingale's root? It is most wonderful for your perceptions. The time of the joust will seem to slow down to you.
What's he talking about, Willie?
That stuff that he crushed up and put in his own wine.
What's he mean time's about to slow down?
No, he said if you'd like it, and you used it in the joust, it would seem as if time was slowing down for you.
Is that not an unfair advantage, Lord Irovetti?
Nonsense! Advantage is advantage. I assure you, there will be other competitors out there who have their own ways of assisting their efforts.
I think I shall not participate in this enhancement, as it would dishonor me and my lineage.
Well, if you say so.
And he starts digging into the pheasant and politely asks, by shifting all the food to one side of his mouth, Lord Ugin, what is it that he wished to speak of?
Well, Lord Ares, the disturbing rumors that I mentioned revolve around you and Razmir. He bites his tongue around the name. Is it true? Did you truly swear fealty to him?
Lord Ugin, it is true. I am a knight of his realm. But
you see his hands start to clench and knuckles go a little bit white.
I have made it clear to him that despite all of the importances that a knighthood should be, they are significantly reduced for me because I have more intentions of looking to complete this quest and destroy the demon Quillinox rather than aid in courtly affairs and lands. And when this completion of the demon is destroyed, I'm sure that it all will be better in your view, as I will be released of any responsibilities to the titleship.
His fury doesn't seem to really touch his voice as he responds, but you can still see him clenching his fists. He says, Lord Ares, I do not believe you understand the intentions of Razmir.
but is to show his support in destroying the demon. What is wrong with this?
He already has followers who believe him a god. He will use you use your name and tout that that you destroyed this demon in his name should you be successful. It will only give him more credence and more power in the land. It will only make all of our jobs more difficult. I wish you would have consulted with someone beyond which the promise that you made me.
Well, I do not believe that I was in a position for negotiation. However, I do understand what it is that you are conveying. I am apologizing now for any hardships this may cause you.
It's easy for you to apologize when you intend on not being around when the ramifications begin to fall out.
He swallows his pheasant. Speaking of the ramifications, it has come to my intuition that there may be a shortage in villagers and such farmers as this curse goes around. You should very much, and I recommend to all your lords, stock up on food, or there shall be a famine soon.
Stocking up on food for the long run seems to be the least of our worries when our people just die left and right when they are not able to afford medical aid.
It's true. I do not deny such a urgent problem as your villagers dying, but without food in the future, no people tending to the land, you will see further hardships.
Lord Ares, I'm not here to discuss the governance of my peoples and our lands. We understand the ramifications. What I am here to discuss are the consequences of you lending your support and your credence to Rasmir's claims.
Yeah, if it would please you, I don't think it would, but if you wish, I can also support you in the same way that I have in Caliphas. That also has not escaped your ears, has it not?
Caliphas does not matter in the eyes of the river kingdoms. It is farther away than we need to deal with. Rasmir is right next to my city, and those people have reality of Rasmir's army to deal with every single day. That army shall grow, and fanaticism shall increase with your support. You have grown quite popular in these lands throughout your deeds. You are becoming quite well known. You do not understand, I suppose. It does not seem to be your way, but it is our way.
I do not understand these fanatics. They believe in a man to be God.
The power he wields is easy enough to believe.
But surely, if he was as powerful as God would he require my aid in defeating such a demon?
The people I do not believe are capable of such critical thought. They see a city have been raised in a celebration of which he has every year since it has been done. It is very easy for them to not forget that.
There, if they are so simple, I believe there are other methods to sway their opinion. Those of lesser intelligence.
I believe
They
so
find
too,
themselves-
Lord Ares. The way to do it is to slay this demon and end this foul plague that has come upon us. But if you do not wish to lend credence to Lord Rasmir, you would have to denounce his name before that is done. You must not do it in the name of Rasmir.
I do not do it in the name of Rasmir. I do it in the name of my lady.
It does not matter to his people, to those who might follow him. Millions, or not millions, I guess there aren't millions, thousands will die in the battles that will ensue after such a fact, and many of my people will probably even go to him on their own. You do not understand the consequences, even as I sit here and explain them to you. Where is your man, the one who is of greater intelligence, the one known as Alkindar? I must speak with him.
He searches around the various green room and he does not see him. I saw him last preparing for the debates.
Did Cathal come to the summons of Irovetti at all?
Would they have said that the summons are by Ruvetti?
Yes. It's one of his servants coming up from the green room. He's inviting you to join them.
Apparently, yes. He comes also because he thinks he will not try anything because, well, he was scared to fuck away after he noticed the last time that, yeah, there's a male person in the body too.
Anyway, so you do come in there. Hey guys, hold on just 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Oh wait, so is it Irovetti or Ungen that's saying this? Because
it was all Ungen could just right now, but Irovetti's in the same room.
I mean, Irovetti also believes himself a god, doesn't he? Should he be saying this?
Some purposes Irovetti sees him like a god.
Alright, so about this time, as you're speaking with Ungen, Cathal would... Whoa, what just happened? Did you see back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote it in the chat even.
Well then, they would send for NPC as well.
They would send for
sorry,
NPC.
for Alkindar as well.
NPC
for
number
Alkindar
1, 2, 3.
specifically.
Yeah, so what you just missed is, Ungen is trying to explain to Ares... Actually, here, you don't know any of this, so it's perfect. They send for you.
Only Alkindar.
Yeah, they sent for Alkindar. Well, no, Cathal... Well, no. So Ungen sent for actually, what just happened, Irovetti sent for Cathal, Cathal just arrived. Ungen requested that Ares send for you. So, Ares, would you?
Yeah. Sure, Lord Ogan. If you request it, he shall aid in this debate.
Okay, so
Lord Irovetti, can you spare a servant?
Oh, well, there are people lying around. You can ask them, and Ungen felt free to order one around. So, Alkindar's been sent for as Cathal enters, and Irovetti says to her, "Oh, Cathal, beautiful lady, come sit here with me." And he has a chair brought next to him as this half-naked half-elf is sitting on his knee.
Lord Irovetti, have you not heard Lord Ugin's concerns? Does this not raise anything in you? I find the River Kingdom's lack of unity disturbing.
Thronestep is far away from Pitax. It is not a bother of such higher class lords of the River Kingdoms.
But if Lord Ugin is true in all his words, how long does it take for Thronestep to march nearer and nearer to Pitax?
If they come, they shall be crushed by the god that is Iroveti. This Razmir thinks himself a god. Well, he should come up against me and try his luck. And Ungen looks to Ares and says, these are the things we must deal with in the river kingdoms. People fancying themselves gods left and right, and don't even understand the protection that we provide, and under which they live every day. We are on the front lines. You are way back in the corners of this land, protected by every other kingdom in between you and Razmir.
Why do the river kingdoms... What is this? Why all the civil wars? Why this disparity?
Ungen would say to you, it is history. History indeed, says Iroveti. Yes, you petty, pathetic lords try to challenge a god. Well, you are lucky we are here under a banner of truce, and it would be in bad form for me to kill a guest. And he looks back at Cathal. In more pleasant conversation, do you find this specimen attractive, my lady? Or perhaps the man with you? As he, waves at the woman sitting on his knee.
She just looks for a moment confused and as if she would not understand what he wants to say, although she probably knows what he means. Just says, I am not the person for such kind of parties. I prefer to just meditate in nature.
And then Iroveti would say to Ares, what about your other elf? You should call her in as well. We have much time to sit and enjoy each other's company before the next event.
Ares stares at Iroveti with like a very stern face. Lord Iroveti, I wish you to understand, she is still a child.
How old is Half Moon Cat?
She's 22, which is young for a half elf. Extremely young.
Yeah, it's basically just adult age.
Yeah, he looks
No,
to
I'm 20.
he looks to Ares and he says, again, I speak to you before. Each man has his own wishes, and if it's not something you wish, would you truly hold me in such terrible regard? Everyone needs love, my friend.
Then I shall allow her to make her own decisions. If you wish it, you can send someone to ask her if she would join.
Okay. They'll send out for Half Moon Cat, and by about this time, it doesn't take too long because she's still in the bleachers, whereas it seems like Alkindra was at the debate. So both of you would be arriving in the green room at the same time.
Well, if there is history, let me speak of my own country. The lands there are many different lords, much like river kingdoms, but we have no ire with each other. Normally we see one another rarely. We do not very much interact, but on occasion, such as a great war band of orcs or the beastmen traveling out of the forest, or chaos marauding our northern coast, we bound together under one banner. And it is these errant wars, especially the errant wars, where more comradeship and the strengthening of union between the different lords comes into play. Perhaps this is another possibility in the river kingdoms, these demon Quillinax plaguing us. shall perhaps bring us all closer together.
It will not happen until the demon is banging at each one of our doors. But by then, Razmir would probably have taken his chance on my small kingdom. Timon cannot stand to pressure from both sides. My men are mostly gladiators, not warriors.
Ares will extend a hand toward Ugin and say, Lord Ugin, I had told you long before I had met the man Razmir that if Razmir had attacked your lands, I would stand by you. And as my promise to you came first, then I would tarnish my reputation as a knight of Razmir. Perhaps now you understand what it means to be a loyal friend.
It sounds to me like you're saying you would support Razmir. I'm unsure.
Razmir?
But as Alkindar walks in, he'd look up to Alkindar and he'd say, Good. I need you to make your lord understand
Wait. Before that, when I was sent for it, it was only that Lord Ungin sent for you, right? Not Iravetti's also there.
You don't know if Iravetti's there.
Okay, he's going to ask Marie if she wants to come. Since she hasn't actually had any bad interactions with Ungin, she will probably say yes, so they will both come. Because she feels like she should be in on this, probably. Unless, of course, the person stops her for some reason.
Nobody stops. So you guys both walk in, but we'll handle Ungin before we handle Iravetti. So Ungin sees you approach, and he looks up from Ares, and he says, Please, I need your assistance. I need you to make your lord understand what I'm trying to tell him. He seems to just brush right over it.
Nice to see you again, Lord Ungin.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess
Excuse me
I
for
didn't
my
actually see you the first
impoliteness.
time.
Oh, did you not? Oh, still. Excuse me for my impoliteness. I am Ulroth Ungin of Timon. I met with your Lord Ares not too long ago, at which time we discussed Razmir and Throne Step.
Maria's going to curtsy. Well, she can't curtsy, she doesn't have a skirt. She's going to bow slightly and introduce herself. It's Maria, the Canorosa Dolores. And Alkindar will just bow and introduce himself as Alkindar.
Well, it is good to meet you, but we have a matter at hand here.
Oh, that's right. So you talked about Razmir, did you?
Yes. I'm trying to explain to your lord. Perhaps he just does not understand the customs of these lands. But I'm trying to help him understand that if he slays this demon in the name of Lord Razmir, it will only serve to reinforce his cause. And small kingdoms such as Timon could not withstand the tide of supporters that would bring.
Yes, well, Alkindar looks to Ares upon hearing this.
You must convince him to renounce Razmir before completing this quest, or thousands will die in his name.
Well,
Was the cutscene already early?
You did say, so forgive me if I'm wrong, Ares, you did promise time and help before Razmir, didn't you?
Of course I did, I said this already. And Lord Ugin is fearful that as the demon's curse continues along, that his land will be beset and weakened, and then the Razmir will attack his lands. And of course in that moment in time I would honor my agreement. But what does this have to do with...
But how could you honor this agreement if you're off fighting the demon, and me being crushed between the World Scar and Razmir himself?
Yes, he does have a point there. You know, if we have to eventually, hopefully we won't, but if we actually have to fight Quillox, personally, we might have to. We might be a little too busy to deal with that at that point, so we probably want to do something about Rasmir before then, yes. Because the fact of the matter is,
something about Rasmir?
listen, Ares, my lord, Ares, I guess. You're a very up-forced and upright man. I respect that. We have fought together very long, and I consider you a friend. And I have to tell you, that guy is an asshole, and he does not deserve the position that he has. And we probably have to deal with him at some point. But before that, yes, we can't let him take the glory for us saving Galarian, possibly.
Or failing horribly.
Yes, that too. I mean,
Harry
in that
shoots
case,
Castle
yeah.
a terrible look.
That would have been Mayor Army's voice.
I mean, in that case, yeah, he can take the credit for that all he wants, but I don't. Either way, we probably should not have his taint upon us. First place, you've seen how people treat us after we mention, or well, after you mention your knighthood. Remember, Caliphas?
I am prepared to
understand.
offer you the support of Timon itself. You will be a champion of our city, as you have promised to be a champion of Caliphas. But to be a champion of Timon means you cannot be a champion of Thronestep.
I wish to change the subject a little. Lord Ugan, why is it that you do not find friendship with Caliphas? They also, as Alkandar has already said, found displeasure with the Rasmir. Can you not find friends among them?
As many friends as we can find, Rasmir draws more and more to his side. His power cannot be denied, and some people crave such power. Some people are just subject to it.
If he wishes, I find this realm very distasteful to Thronestep. It won't be long with those kind of quarters for all his villagers and poor men die due to curse. He should arrange better living accommodations for his people.
Well, the shoulds and woulds of Rasmirian are not under debate at this time. What is, still, we seem to be having trouble convincing you of your support for Rasmir.
Alkandar, Lord Ugan says to me, he says, if I defeat the demon and I hold the title of Knight of Rasmir, that he says thousands will flock to Rasmir's banners, and it would start an onslaught on his lands. Do you believe this to be true?
Alcantara does
History.
a basic...
Roll a history.
Yeah, okay.
Even though you don't really need a roll, I know.
Roll a d20.
You can think of several past events that this would allude similarities to.
Yes, well, if history does anything, it repeats itself repeatedly because people don't learn from it. And yes, that is exactly the kind of thing that could happen. And that is bad.
And do you believe that by having this title, I would possibly cause harm to Lord Ugan's land?
What I'm trying to explain to you, much more than just my lands.
The problem is that he... As much as it pains me to say this, he is very powerful, in that I could not actually understand the magic that he was using, but I knew it was very powerful magic. And regardless of whether or not he is as he proclaims himself to be God, he says, putting up finger quotes, a person with that kind of power and with the kind of support that defeating Quillox could earn him, would be a little bit of a problem, to put it very lightly. To everybody, he could start expanding his borders. No one would be safe.
Specifically not my people. They would be the first to be absorbed.
This gives me troublesome feeling. And he holds his stomach.
Well, you clearly have time to think about it. I don't think you're going to be fighting demons tomorrow. But it is something you should think on. Pray, meditate, do whatever you must.
Do not worry, Lord Ugin. The lady shall show me the path. She knows what is correct and what is not.
I hope your gods answer your prayers more often than they mine.
Hopefully.
And as that he says that, Ar'vahl speaks up. Ooh, is that your friend Half Moon Cap just walking into my green room? Please, come here, young lady.
Maria looks behind her.
Where did you guys go?
They're underneath the bleachers. That's where they sent you. That's where they brought you to after you were sent for.
Oh, Half-Moon Cat, hello.
I was looking all over for you guys.
Please, young lady, come sit next to Irovetti. Don't let this fine young lady startle you. If you wish to sit on Irovetti's knee, he can brush this one off.
Maria's going to go ahead and pass her secret message. She's going to successfully say, don't do that. He is a very bad person. And then she's going to smile at him eventually.
What does Half Moon Cat do?
I'm going to look at Maria. Maria actually said something to me?
She passed the secret message.
She passed the secret message that Iravetti is kind of a and you probably don't want to get near him, basically, is the long
He's a creeper!
Yeah.
Pretty much, you just look at him and your eyes get wide and your head kind of shakes a little bit. I mean, it's that simple. You're like, no, don't do it.
I go and stand next to Maria.
No!
And then, as Half Moon Cat seems to be blatantly ignoring Iravetti, he looks over to Ares and he says, if you taught all of your friends to be as chaste as yourself, it's no fun in your camp, it seems.
Ares smiles, and he looks at Half Moon Cat, and then he looks at Alkander and Maria, back to Alkander, back to Maria. I believe the fun shall be beginning soon.
Alkander, Maria is going to parse what you're saying because she has a circumstance bonus on this specific thing. Alkander is going to attempt to sense his motive.
Who, Ares is?
Yes. What the hell does he mean by that, is what he's sensing? Oh god, I think he knows exactly what...
What time is it?
It's early, like...
It's probably, yeah. No, it's probably around lunchtime. You picked a perfect time to eat.
Brunch?
Lunch. With an
No,
L.
it's not.
Around noon.
Oh. Ares is currently eating food.
So, I'm assuming that would let Alkander, like, parse what Ares is getting at.
But hold on, before you get in that. By the way, there are horse races all day. So you can choose to do one of the lower categories again if you'd like.
Ew.
I just want to get that in there. Continue. Sorry, Alkender.
But yes, assuming that, that does it, Alkander is going to start spluttering. What are you implying?
Only the same that I am implying of Jeremiah.
That I'm going to become a general in your army? I don't think that's a very good idea right now.
You are my tactician. Oi. Jeremiah is already wed and has child.
Well, yes, but I don't. She looks over to Maria. Maria just looks at him innocently.
You rolled high enough, you know exactly what he's talking about.
No, he's being very self-denying.
But you know it. Oh, you're being coy?
No, he's not being coy. He's he's denying it out of hand. No. That feeling when you know something, but you're like, I don't want to assume.
You're just not gonna admit it.
Yeah, exactly. And Maria's just gonna look at him innocently, and he's just going to be like, I don't, dude. And he actually
Lord
says,
Iravetti, perhaps I have mistaken what soon shall be, but perhaps you should take this young, and he points to Alkander, young man, and help him learn to be a man.
Oh, I will be much graciously happy to take them both. We have plenty of rooms. If you wish to join me, young Alkander, young Maria, we will show you the ways of my loving people.
I think, Alkander says, his voice cracking, I think we're good.
Yes, you have plenty of time before the debate. You have 3 hours. Oh man, that is much time to do much things.
Maria looks at Alkander. Alkander,
there is no need to wait until marriage. If you feel it such is necessary, we can get a pastor here very quickly. But you might want to know if you are compatible before actually taking that step. Well, this happened. This I know from experience with my first 3 wives.
I feel like a lot of people are insinuating a lot of things that we do not. Well, I have a thing. I'm doing a thing.
It's always funny to see. It's always funny to see an undead person blush.
Maria's like, Maria also is blushing, but she's blushing in a very approving of this conversation kind of way, whereas Alkander is just kind of looking everywhere except at the faces of everybody.
Wait. Are you saying that Maria is approving of going back into the room with Iravetti and you?
No, not with Iravetti. She is going to make sure to get, if that becomes the case, she's going to make sure to move. But okay, seeing his discomfort.
Iravetti is not an unattractive man.
No, I understand that. It's just, he's just so mortal and human. Probably couldn't handle what she throws at him.
Half Moon is
handled the Zonkaphone way in the bed.
Half Moon's gonna lean into Maria and go, "What did I walk in on? What the hell's going on in here?"
I have no idea, but I'm very amused. Anyway, listen, we have very...
Iravetti will offer more of this flour to each of you before... He'll offer you all glasses of wine, and then he'll do it again what he did. He crushed up some more of that flour in a pestle and put it in his wine and mixed it up and drank the whole thing. And he would offer to do that for each of you.
So I'm just gonna quickly knowledge check that flour.
He called it earlier. He called it Nightingale's root.
I don't think I was here.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't here.
Oh.
So Nightingale's root.
Well, you can knowledge check it. I'm pretty sure I made that up. I don't think that exists, but it's a drug. It makes Ares was told that it gives him the perception that time slows down.
Oh, that.
You know it is a drug. You know that. Write this down too, because it's probably gonna come into play later. If you got, I don't know, who knows. But you know it's a drug. You know it gives you a boost to your charisma, and it has a pretty high DC on the fort save, and then it gives you its side effects cause constitution damage.
Good thing I have bonuses against diseases.
I don't think drugs are diseases.
The addiction is disease.
The addiction is, but the rest it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
And Ares is immune to all diseases, including magical diseases.
so he can't be addicted to them, but he still gets effect of them.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. That's not gonna be a problem. I have lesser restoration.
The important part here is whether or not you're going to accept his offer.
Alexander doesn't even know what to do with his offer.
Of flowers?
No, Alexander is just. I'm sorry, I don't drink.
It is
Usually.
wonderful stuff. As he kind of passes his hand slowly over the chick sitting on his lap, you seem to get the impression that he is experiencing some form of time dilation in his mind as he kind of like slows down in his speech as the drug starts to affect him. Oh man, you have no idea how wonderful this is.
No, I think I have a pretty good idea.
So tell me, Lord Ugin, are you going to participate in the tournament, or are you betting?
I was perhaps thinking of joining a race with a bit more skillful riders than we've seen thus far.
Oh, he wounded, my lord.
Present company accepted, of course. As I've said, I've made some coin off of your races already.
You know, I would say something, but I really don't have that right. By the way, good job, Ares. Alexander's going to pat Ares on the pauldron.
Hey, thank you, Elkander. I thought your head was in a book preparing for a debate.
Shit! Yes. Thank you. That is why we can't do the thing. Alexander is going to grab Maria's hand, and he's not even going to realize he's doing this. We have a thing to prepare for. Okay, so we will actually do that right now. If there is nothing else that the lords need us for, that is.
Your loss.
Okay, we're gonna go now. See you. Goodbye. Come see the debate if you want, I guess. Let's go, please. Maria just nods. She's sense motive, actually.
Very well then.
I don't actually know what the result of that is, but if you got above, like, 15... Well, if you got, like, 20, you know Alcan is just trying to get out of here as fast as possible. If you got, like, 15, you know Maria is very pleased about this development as they leave. and they hustle.
Man, you're just getting GTFO, huh?
Yeah, man, I can't decide. It doesn't know what to do with this. It's not. I'm too confused with everything that is happening. I don't like this. I'm not needed. I'm leaving.
I think you'll be needing more of a shove than a push.
Well, man, lovering isn't for everyone.
What I do is get the feeling that if Alcantara is not more open to this, then Maria shall be sadly disappointed.
Oh yeah, don't worry. There is a conversation coming up very soon.
That you're gonna have to
Okay.
yourself.
I'm basically going to be typing it in the chat.
Mushroom cat,
When it comes up.
please come enjoy the food. And he's tapping the seat that Maria was occupying.
He was just sitting, or she was just standing next to it. So did she sit down next to Ares? And I guess
Turno.
we lost Turno.
Maybe. We'll find out if she does. So, Kato, what do you make of this Razmir business?
I told my opinion about him several times, Ares. He is a wannabe god who is not good for this world, and would be better if they all just die.
Herveti says, yes, Razmir is a sheep.
Why is it that all of the river kingdoms state if they come to my land, then they'll be destroyed, yet they all have a fine hatred for this Razmir?
They have a fine hatred for everyone. Each one of them wishes this land for themselves. Don't you think they would get along by now if they could? Phew, what a bunch of foolish asses. Yeah. Ungen, you stink. Ungen seems to recognize that he's just extremely intoxicated, most likely from both the wine and this drug that he's been taking, and he just gives him a rude hand gesture and keeps drinking his own plain wine.
I'll never understand these people. Well, Lord Eugen, you have stated your opinion on the Razmir, but this is not all about Razmir, and you stated you did make some coin off of my bet, but are you not having more enjoyment? Let us talk of other things.
Yes, indeed. Other things. Like the women. You travel with quite a few in your retinue, but yet you do not wish to take part in anything here. Do you not understand the appeal of something new?
Lord Eugen, I would honor myself by telling you of my vows. Well,
Yeah, you needn't continue. I've heard it before. I'll tell you of your vows when you're about to die. They mean nothing. Nothing more than a actual woman's touch. I've seen it before, for myself and for many others. Gladiator's never so grateful as to be able to go off to die when he's had one last piece of tail before he goes.
Yeah.
Halfling Cat Ares offered you to sit next to her after Maria, and sit next to him after Maria left.
Sit next to Ares?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll sit next to Ares.
And eat. There's a nice feast in front of you on a small table made for maybe 12 people. I mean, it's not a huge feast table, but all of you are sitting around it. There's half-naked women walking around serving different things, drinks, drugs, etc.
Well,
there is a one drug that Hirovetti keeps trying to offer to everyone that gives you a bonus to your charisma, and it makes
it'll help you wait.
Prove time. It makes time seem like it slows down, and it gives you a bonus to charisma and a bonus to initiative. Actually, is what happens, and then you get a penalty to con after an hour.
Penalty to con or con damage?
Yeah, con damage after an hour.
If it was a penalty to con, I think everybody would be dead. Anywho.
Yeah, he's already taken 2 doses of it.
And all the thousands that he's had before.
Well, he probably can afford restoration. He is a god.
He is a penalty? Right? I think that would be heal, would it not? Or greater resto?
No, it's damage. It's fine.
No, for a penalty.
Well, yeah, for
penalty that remove curse. There's almost no way to remove it.
Yeah.
You eat that thing and you get cursed.
But yeah,
you're immune to disease, but not curse, huh?
Not yet. I'll tell you, my immunity curse starts with a good will save.
Do you want to take any of that drug, Halfmoon Cat?
Has anybody else taken it?
No.
Hirovetti
took it a couple times already.
No, thank you. Then.
And some of the girls walking around are too.
No, I meant from my group.
It's like Harlot Sweets, but better.
Looks like Neuramon took it, but not Cathal.
Neuramon just went all roboto. I guess that's time
was slowing down.
See playing it. No, like.
But I would tell Lord Ugin all about how when you devote yourself to the lady, there is no carnal pleasure greater than serving her.
Except maybe serving everyone else. You can tell Ungun's starting to get drunk as he's had maybe 4 or 5 glasses of wine with your guys' lunch here.
Lord Ugin, he gives him a sharp slap on the back. I would never serve anyone else beyond my lady.
Just gives you a harumph. Keeps drinking.
You should be careful, Lord Ugin. If you're going to race later, you might want to be fully prepared.
I'll be fine. I've raced worse.
But I'll be racing at my best. Lord Hirovetti, I thank you for your company and your invitation, but I am going to see the other lords and perhaps watch some of the games myself.
Well, you have a most wonderful time. I hope to see you in the joust this evening.
Speaking of which, are you going to participate?
Me? Participate in the joust? If such a thing would happen, all of you would not have a chance. I am a god after all.
Well, if I were to be so bold, what glory it would be to defeat a god in a joust.
Ha! Ah, well, don't get me wrong, my lord Ares, you are a very powerful hero. But I would not wish to harm you in any way. You are on a very important quest after all.
Are we not using the blunted lances?
Indeed, but a mere touch from a god could kill you.
Well, if you find it displeasing to participate, then I understand.
We would have no more contenders if I participated, and then there would be nothing to bet on. I will be betting on you, Lord Ares. Don't disappoint me.
I will do my best. And I bid you farewell. And he gives Cathal an odd look, and it's kind of like a questioning, are you going to stay or are you going?
You see her just shake her head. Yeah. She would do the typical yawn. As if she would prefer to go.
And then Ares will extend a hand for Cathal to accompany him.
He just nods and says, "It was good to be here, but I'm a little bit tired. I will just watch it."
And then he gives Half-Moon Cat another odd look that is seemingly the same. Yes, you want to stay, or no, you would rather go.
Oh no, as soon as you get up and leave, I'm leaving.
Half-Moon Cat just disappears.
I'm not staying with this creeper.
I guess we all just leave.
Hate us. Can't hear you, Mr. Roboto. Doma arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Let's continue. I made the joke, which almost nobody would have understood anyways.
Alright then.
Can't call Ares a hater. He's chaste. Who are these other non-male people? Are they also lords? Or
They-
dames?
Ladies or leaders of their respective kingdoms.
Then I shall pick one at random. Any money, mo, catch a tiger. That one.
Morgan.
Is she accompanied by anyone?
They would have other people around, yes, a retinue and such. I'm just not gonna put them on here.
So are they, like, people to talk to, or are they servants?
These are, well, you wouldn't know.
What do you mean I wouldn't know? They either dress like a servant or they dress like a lord.
These people are dressed like not servants. They're dressed like they're well off.
Aha! Well, I am going to approach this Lady Morgane. And is she watching horse races, or is she doing something else? Where are we located on this map?
She's sitting in that place, but yeah, she would be watching horse races. She doesn't seem to be very interested.
And the horse race?
Yeah, she just is more interested in gossiping.
Very well then. Then I shall go up and attempt a conversation with an opener of, it seems you are uninterested in these races, lady. And he kind of waits for her to answer.
She holds out her hand and says, Morgaine. Della Morgaine of Gralton.
Then, since she did such an offer, she'll take her hand and kiss it, as a proper gentleman should.
Alright, well then start off and roll your diplomacy there.
She's Morgaine of what?
Gralton.
Gralton? Where is this Gralt? Oh, it's in the middle. So, which is this not your particular game? Or is there other interests here that you are attending for?
Well, a lady must attend such events if she wishes to socialize with the other elite around the River Kingdoms. You never know when opportunities may present themselves.
Well, if opportunities do arise, be sure to tell me. It seems that no one here cares for one another.
Yes, that is a very astute observation. Took you this long to figure that out, did it?
He pauses. Yes, I found out this morning that they really do not care for one another.
What is it that I can do for you, Lord Ares?
Well, you are a leader of one of the River Kingdoms, yes? You're
In
not
a
just
manner of speaking, I am a lady. I am a member of the council. And I also serve as the head of the Wise Society in Garleton. I have various different duties. The leader, you can more or less say, would be Governor Cherlone, but he is not as interested in such events.
He finds this, and he gestures toward the horse races, less interesting than you.
Well, I find other things interesting in such tournaments. For instance, one thing I find very interesting is I've seen you speaking, or your people, speaking with quite a few of the lords and ladies of the River Kingdoms. What is your intent there?
Yes. My ultimate goal is to create a unified alliance of the River Kingdoms and all of Golorian against the Demon Quirinax. Have you heard?
I've heard of your stories. You intend to unite the River Kingdoms and then what? Take control of them for yourselves? I see right through you.
You wound me, my lady. Take control of your lands? It would not be. I am certain that as soon as I complete my quest, the lady shall take me to my homeland.
Spouting all sorts of prophecies and drivel, whatever you say. You will not fool me. I shall keep my eye on you, Lord Ares. Your manners get you far, but they will not acquit you of suspicion.
Then you must suspect me, though I do not know what I am deserving of. And he turns back towards the races.
You cannot deny it, as I have seen you and your people trying to gather information on all of the lords and ladies of the River Kingdoms. You can deny it if you wish. I figured you were beyond these games, but you play the same as just the rest of them.
You think I bear ill will toward your people?
I guess that depends on what your definition of ill will would be.
My definition of ill will would be to seek to harm.
Yes, well, I've seen many people stage a coup in a land without harming the people.
Then you do suspect me of trying to usurp these lands.
I don't know what to think about you. I know what I have heard. I have heard that you have been all around the world just much, or as much of it as might as well be known, all around this side of it. What is it that you are searching for?
I am searching for books for the tactician Alkander about this demon, this portent from, what is his name? Some old seer who has passed on, and I seek gemstones and
Ares, either you believe me a fool or you're a fool yourself. Would you normally lay your plans out to anyone who asked? I don't know if I can trust you, or if you are just a moron. Either way.
well then, you find yourself at the position of not knowing something. I find that quite appealing. And he smiles at her.
Take victories where you must.
Then, I take it that not only I have your eye. Who else do you watch in these lands?
I have eyes everywhere, as a good lord should. Any lord or lady should, anywhere they might reign. You never know what powers information could hold.
And what informations and powers would you have gained? Certain that there can be an arrangement if it would benefit my cause to defeat this demon.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Information that I have learned, that your young apprentice now resides in the city of Curse? He's in Curse?
Yeah.
Now resides in the city of Curse.
You mean Jeremiah who is in Kenore?
Kenrate, excuse me, yeah.
There you go.
She would say that. In Kenrate. Your young apprentice who now resides in the city of Kenrate. Surely it would pay, or some would pay greatly for that information. Someone who would wish to hurt you.
Jeremiah, I wish that he had not forsaken his oath and his vows, but he has made his choice. And
You're
I have to
telling me
live
you
with
do
it.
not care about this young man? I do not believe it, even if it came from your lips.
I have already been through the most terrible pain and then drugged back on his behalf. He forsook his life after for his life current.
You are a cold, cold man, Lord Ares.
Yeah, Lady Morgan, it is hard to hold feelings for someone that will not join you after death.
But what about in life?
In life, I bid him the greatest of joys that life can offer, but it will not last. And he looks very depressed right now.
I see it on your eyes. Here's your weakness. One among many, I am sure. Do you have anything else you wish to speak to me about?
I do. What is your opinion on assisting the alliance against the demon Quillanax? Do you see it in your land's future?
My opinion is you will most likely be destroyed. You want to take us with you? Is this another ploy to get my armies out of my land so you can take us over?
Well, Lady Morgan, I find it hard to take your lands if I am destroyed.
Yes, well, who knows if you'll show up when I bring my armies. I know you not. I know you only by reputation. I've heard of things that you've done. I've heard you've destroyed high-born lords of the towns of Nishrok. I heard you've kidnapped lords in Magnamar and the daughters of lords. Where is where is Lady Bettina? No one yet knows. And even that is beyond. Voluptina, excuse me. God, I'm forgetting all the names. Where is Lady Voluptina? No one has been able to discover that information. Where have you hidden her?
He says with a smile, she is where she is safe and preventing a war between two nations, and then gives a little signal of zipping his lips.
Until you are ready to cause that war. Until you are ready to make your move. You have laid out your whole plan before me already, Lord Ares. I shall inform the other lords. You have this. You have no doubt about this.
I think you're stretching too far. Why do you believe I would issue this command to prevent a war only to have it start again later?
When it is most convenient for you.
For me.
You have moved swiftly. You have traveled all over this land. We have heard of your movements from Dweema Star to High Helm. Is that right?
Well, some of the things you have accused me of, killing a noble of Nishrok, I do not deny them. But I do say, he did very much try to kill me first. I did go to High Helm and to the dwarves. I did seek their aid, but they were not as so willing as others to help in the cause against Quillanax. They barely even found time enough to give me a working job. Their lands were beset by wards, and that was all they cared about. They barely even paid for me for protecting their lands against it.
You're trying to sing your praises to me, Lord Ares. I know your
It seems
secrets.
you only know my faults, but not my goods.
Yeah, we know of your tasks. My eyes and ears are all over these nations.
Then I will be willing to part with a sum of gold for a particular bit of information, should you have it. Of course, I would not be foolish enough to pay ahead of time for that verification, but the piece of information that most interests me is a location of one half-dragon.
I know who you speak of, the betrayer. Many people would not even know that much, but many people know you traveled with him.
That half-dragon, he besmirches everything Dan's Crescendo stands for, and has taken many of what I hold dear.
And yet it was not within your power to foresee it. Your lady did not tell you this beforehand?
You take me as a seer, a shaman. I am but a loyal servant of my lady. I do as she bids, not as I think she bids.
Whatever you say, Lord Ares.
Then I take it that since you have not even begun the conversation about it, you do not know his whereabouts. For shame, I had thought this a great opportunity.
Well, you tell me what you'd be willing to pay, I might be willing to put more resources into it.
How much money have you thought you'd be making in such an arrangement? If it
I
is
deal in information all over various people who pay different amounts. What is it worth to you, Lord Ares? It is information I could acquire, but it might necessitate resources that are allocated elsewhere.
if you gave me the information that led directly to the capture of Sivat, the half-dragon, the betrayer, and all manner of other titles, scandals, I would be willing to part with 50,000 gold.
You do not have such wealth. You are a fool. You are a fool to think that I would believe such amounts are in your coffers anywhere.
Don't worry. When the creature is captured, I shall have much more than you believe me to have.
I do not believe you to be serious in the slightest. I have
Then
not
you
been
do
able
not
to believe any
understand.
word you have said this whole entire conversation.
You have not understood what I have accomplished in my tasks. Sadly, you are not as well informed as you believed. But if you are not willing to even present the opportunity for capture or present your land and its willingness to cooperate in destroying the greatest of evils, then Lady Morgane, I find myself distracted by your presence, and I guess I shall see others.
I guess if you are unwilling to make a reasonable offer, you might as well.
I thought I made a quite luxurious offer.
Too luxurious to believe.
Too luxurious to deny the opportunity.
Yes, well, if you wish to offer me such a sum, I would require a percentage up front. As I said, such resources require quite a bit of backing, and if I were to just jump headstrong into this endeavor and believe that you were capable of such a payment, I would be a fool. It's a bad investment on my part.
To think, I would be accused of treacherous lies.
As I said before, I have been watching you, Lord Ares.
Well, Lady Morgane, what is it that you actually request?
What do I want from you?
I have stated my request of you, yet you have done nothing but play.
This is quite the offer for you to let me name the price, with me knowing what it is you are capable of.
Lady Morgane, please, I tire of games. What is it you request of me?
If you wish for me to commit my resources and monies to locating your enemies, then I wish to, well, we can call it an IOU. But there would be no negotiating when the marker comes to call.
You mean to tell me to bind my will to yours for any request, no matter how disturbing?
That is the price of the information you seek. As I have already demonstrated to you, I know more than most. If you wish to find the
Sadly, you are
half-dragon,
also demonstrating your lack of trust in such a request.
I
How
have
would I know
offered
that
to
you
put up
would-
all the resources to find your enemy, and all I ask in return is that you be there on my request when needed.
But your request is too powerful. I have not even gained the slightest bit in trust in you, for if I were to agree as such a request,
You have
What
not
do I
made
not
any
know?
agreement.
you have presented yourself as quite an individual of worth of distrust. How do I not know that if you were to make a request that far exceeded the treachery of that creature?
Well, I guess that would be up to you. Exactly how much do you want, Savath?
Not enough to trust someone like you. Perhaps if you had presented yourself better. You care not of anyone else but your own, and you did not even consider the possibility of aiding against the demon. No, your selfishness will get you nowhere in this.
Well, that is your decision. You can come find me if you wish to change your mind. After this tournament, I shall be returning to Gralton. I will be there. Perhaps I would already have the information by that time, in which case maybe it would be worth to you then. Who knows? what the future holds.
Well, good day, Lady Morgaine.
Good day, my Lord Ares.
Ares will start walking away and start muttering to Halfling Cat about that previous conversation.
Alright, well, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, do you guys want to keep talking, or do you want to do an event?
I would
It's
like
time
to
for-
do my event, please.
Hellkender's hungry for some action.
I'm ready to shout objection at people.
No objection. Alright, well, we can do... Yeah, we can do the debate when I come back. So, take 10 minutes, doesn't matter.
You slighted the Lord Irovetti. You're going to say, I object, and he will say, overruled.
He's not the judge. Doesn't have any power in this court.
I'll be back.
He's the judge
He'll shout from the stands.
and the executioner.
We need to stop.
That was on sale.
This Morgaine individual is very, very, very much not worth trusting.
He's a conspiracy theorist. Nothing else.
Oh, I believe she thinks I plot to put a dagger in her belly the first opportunity I get. First she besmirches my honor, then she calls me a liar, then she asks for power overwhelming, binding my will to hers. Ha! I could not. She's not my lady.
Maybe she seeks to mate with me.
Bruh. If that were the case, I guess I would have to say no, at which point I would besmirch my own honor. We lost Neuramon. No!
Yes, I have a few ideas of how to progress the relationship, or to force a progression.
So, how did Alcander's and Maria's talk go?
Which talk? No, they're not having a talk right now. They're busy preparing.
Well, I thought they were having a conversation.
So basically, this is what happened, right? When Ares gave Alcander the out, he took Maria's hand and he hustled out of there. And then, like halfway across the map, he realized that he was holding her hand still because he slowed down. And he tried to let go and apologize, and she didn't let him. So they just kind of walked back down there like that. Because...
Awkwardly walking.
No, you can walk very easily with your hands like still held together.
Oh no, you
Sonic.
can see the stiffness in Alcander's body.
Oh yeah, Alcander's stiff as fuck. Although I think he would relax because they are actually collected friends at this point.
Oh yes.
They're a little bit more than that, but
Plutonic friends
you know,
don't let
as they
people let
talk
go of their
and
hands.
continue walking. Yeah.
They're definitely friends with benefits.
But yeah.
This is not acceptable. Ares will
Who
not
cares?
stand for that.
Going to this, it's fine.
I mean, even Cathal's married.
Castle's husband is... Well, you know, Castle's husband is very interesting, actually.
Cathal's husband did not die and rather stayed with Cathal. That is true commitment.
That's true.
Till death do we part? Hell no. Till death do we start again. I don't understand this guy. I think he enjoys punishment.
Some people think marriage is beautiful.
Marriage to Cathal.
I mean, to be fair, at the point they were married, she wasn't a medium. The reason why
Yes, she was a
acting like
level
this is-
0 NPC commoner. Maybe
No,
noble
I mean,
of birth?
She would be an aristocrat.
Fine.
Yeah.
She was a level 1 aristocrat. Still easily capable of being one-shot by a squirrel.
Not really.
All it takes is a good crit.
And actually, she was
It's-
level.
I mean, it's not a lie. Level 5.
And she was a level 1 aristocrat.
Because you
Stuttering,
can actually go like
studying
high
under a
in NPC
treant?
levels.
She had still a lot of knowledge. She has. That's it.
She accomplished a lot as a level 1 aristocrat.
Correct. By not doing anything. The whole story, she just travels and avoids any fights that she needs to do herself.
Mine is believable at the least. I like my story. It all culminates to a level 1 warrior fighting in a war and being rewarded for success.
While she just does everything per charisma in the whole story. And so, yeah.
Oh, Gerard, you glorious bastard. Shooting things from far away with your peasant's bow, or peasant's weapon.
Hey man, that's very rude.
Hey, your weapon
That's
is a
just-
peasant's weapon.
My weapon is an advanced art.
It's an
form,
advanced
okay.
peasant's weapon.
Listen,
That's when it's passed from I agree.
you
Your
stay out
weapon
of
has
this.
no honor.
Well, no. Who would actually? What are like Cathal's? I mean, no. Merrimet? Because they're all this. Yeah, what's like his people, his facets, opinions on these people? Actually, I know Death Rod just hates everybody, so everything that we do is just bad.
Why is Death Rod a dick?
Because his family.
Actually,
was
wait.
killed while he
Before
was
you
five.
answer that, who does Death Rod deem as someone worth befriending?
Everybody who he did not burn down.
Oh, so worth befriending Ares. I see.
In this lifetime. And it means every person was an atheist, pretty much. You'll be fine
Well,
with that.
basically, we were kind of building up rapport before Alcander found religion, And then you're just like, oh, you joined them. You fool.
Alright, I'm
I
back.
think
Is anyone
was
gone?
elegant.
You're gone.
Just me? Taranel, you're here?
Just you.
Just me, okay. So, you guys ready for the grand debate?
Very well then. We shall debate.
We shall debate grandly.
Ares, you're joining it too?
Damn straight.
Could you actually not?
I paid the fee just the same as anyone else.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, who am I up against first? Or who is going first, actually, between the three of us?
Well, I gotta make my bracket real quick. Since I know that it's all three of you guys.
Why isn't Half Moon Cat joining the debate?
Because she has, like, 7 charisma.
But her intelligence is on point.
I make money. I don't give money away.
Oh, oh, oh.
He will be under the table listening in, and suddenly he has 6 more pockets than before. Because that's what thieves do.
Alright, roll for Ares, Alkindor, and Maria.
Roll
Dare
what?
put us up against the same
Just a
people?
D20.
Just a d20?
Yeah.
Don't you dare get the same number as me.
Okay, first one is Alcandor, second is Maria. Oh, okay.
How dare you roll a 17 on Dudai?
So Alkindor. So Maria's going first.
Is there betting on this one?
No, there isn't betting on the debate.
Damn it! I want to put all my money on Alkander.
All right.
You don't have to bet formally. You can always bet under the table.
I guess Maria will take the initiative.
All right. So you're gonna go first.
Maria is going to go first.
What's the topic?
That's a good question.
The topic is I don't know. It is the ethics of goblin relocation.
Oh, Maria actually tried to fight goblins after Alcander's last letter. She has very strong points.
Oh, Goblin should die. Why are we relocating these creatures?
Alright, so you make an argument.
She makes an argument.
You're
About
making
what?
an argument for or against goblin relocation.
It depends on what you define relocation as.
As in, like, relocation, like moving them, not murdering them, but like moving them as a people.
To where they will not do any harm? Yes.
Okay, so
Obviously, ethically, if they are capable of ethics, but, you know, if they aren't, you know, a few sparks still does the trick.
So you roll a 15 on your argument. So you're
She's using charisma.
okay. Your opponent here is using intellect, and he is going to try to counter your argument of a 15. He is going to argue against the ethics of moving goblins off their own lands.
Oh shit! That's an intelligence check?
Don't you have anything to modify your checks?
Not my flat checks, no. I didn't realize we were allowed to do that.
Captain has a +6 on intelligence checks while the Archmage is channeled. If
I'm
you-
not-
Class
I can
feature that
get-
gives you a plus to your int. It's bullcrap.
Yeah.
I can get tears to wine, but Maria didn't get that beforehand, so... And she's not using int. She's using charisma, so...
There's a lot of stuff just the same thing for charisma.
So charisma... Oh god. That is fat. She doesn't know how she's going to come back from that. Is magic allowed?
Yeah. I mean, we can assume you did it before you got on stage.
Okay, let's see. Alcander. Let's see, I do have this. No, that's still only intelligence. I mean, I guess she could use... No, she can't. Because I already said, what's it called? And it would still be a 4. Oh! Yeah, no. No, I don't. Yeah, no. I have nothing to boost my checks. This is just Maria being Maria.
You don't have whatchamacallit? Eagles... Not Eagles. Which one is it for charisma?
Yeah, it's Eagle
Eagle
Splendor,
Splendor,
but she already has a headband, so that would only be a +1 on top of that. So she's gonna try a rebuttal.
You can't. You can't do anything to even rebuttal it.
Oh shit. Really? Okay.
So... I mean, I might give you the option if you rolled the crit. And I may even give you a bonus if you can make a coherent argument.
What is his argument? Can I try diplomacy to increase my... Oh yeah, I guess that would work. Can I try the diplomacy to increase my what's it called? So Maria is going to speak...
Increase your what's it called? What?
To increase my resulting rebuttal check. So Maria is going to...
No, there's not a second rebuttal. That's the round. Oh, you rolled... Okay, so... oh, you're gonna increase that 20?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. Maria's argument is... Give me a moment. Maria actually lives in a little place called Pangolins, right? They have not exactly an issue with goblins per se, but there are goblins that are encroaching upon the land, causing it troubles, you know, making right mess of people getting to and from the area, the few people who are sanctioned allowed to come in. Now obviously that's causing problems for the city, and the city doesn't want to go and wipe them out. Would it not be better to move them from where they are?
Alright, so were
Because
you
they are
using some
causing
kind of
troubles
skill
to us.
to get this bonus?
No, that's just charisma.
No, but how were you gonna raise that 20?
Oh yeah, with diplomacy, I guess. She's going to appeal to their, what's it called? Their human nature, I guess. Like, would you rather they are, you know, forcefully killed off, excised? Because that is an option that is available to some people, such as the city of Pangolins, but that's not what they would prefer to do, because that is just unnecessary bloodshed.
Roll your diplomacy.
Don't lie to yourself. themselves. That's what they prefer to do.
Part of the rules.
Shh, they don't even know.
Well, you get a little bonus, but not enough to beat his argument. So that's the first round.
No.
Alright. So he'll go first this time. The topic is... dragon hunting. Should it be funded by actual heads of government? He is for this proposition.
God damn it, dude. Maria. I mean, shit, Maria can't really argue with that. Maria makes the argument that... Oh, wait. That dragon hunting... Should it be funded? That's the topic.
Should it be funded by actual heads of government?
Actual heads of government.
He says yes, it should be, because it's the government's responsibility to take care of menacing threats such as dragons. What is your counter argument?
My counter argument it's the government. Okay, well I guess I'll just roll it first. Or do I do something and then roll?
If you want a bonus, do it before you roll.
Okay.
So, but you gotta actually make the argument for your bonus. If not, you can just roll and see what you get.
You see, this is what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make an argument and then Maria's gonna roll and then she's gonna have jack shit. Let's see here.
I think I'll counter at this point.
Marie.
You also object.
No! Maria would make the counter argument that it's a yes or no question, right? But it's a debate, so you have wiggle room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what she will argue is that as dragons, they're very powerful, very terrifying beings, yes. Obviously, this is the case. However, there are many different types of dragons, as she has learned from a very good friend. She will nod and smile at Alcander. It's not fair to lump them all under the same roof. However, that is the kind of thing that a government that is uneducated might do, which might cause unnecessary complications, misunderstandings, and, costs a lot of money. If people want to hunt dragons, they have to know what kind of dragons you're dealing with.
The audience kind of turns their noses up at this argument. You only get a +1 on this roll.
It's enough!
Alright, so that's a 23.
No, that's a 22. I added in.
Oh, you added the +1 already. Okay.
Yeah.
So 22. That is enough to counter his argument. Now he has to make a rebuttal argument of 24. So he will say, while it may be true that it is costly, especially to fund intelligence missions as well as combat missions, governments do have a responsibility, despite any kind of sentience one might claim, in which, this party might make an argument too. Anyway, here it goes for 24. Oh, that's a point for Maria.
You see, this is what happens when you have winning words.
I thought that's 2 points.
No, it's 1 point, because I get 1 point. He has 2 points because he beat me the last round. Wait, no.
I think it's just you each have a round.
Yeah, each have a round. The points are just for the argument system. So, what happened? You beat the first one, so you got 1 point, and he did not count rebuttal, so he did not get 2 points.
Okay.
And so you win the round.
Hey.
All right, this is the final round. You are even with your score. Maria, you make the next argument. The next first argument. The topic is land disputes around the mana wastes.
Oh. That's between Nex and Gib, right?
Yeah.
So, since Maria actually doesn't know that much about that region, I'm actually just going to roll a naked charisma check and see how much she can bullshit using general land dispute theory. Oh! But not very well.
You try to bullshit your way through, and people just boo. People actually boo your argument. So he's going to make a counter argument. You need to beat a 19 to win.
What was his argument?
Advance.
What was his argument?
His argument is that the mana waste should not be controlled by either side, and that it's too dangerous of a location for anyone to try to claim.
I mean, from what she understands, she has to cede that point, but this is a debate, so she can't do that. So she will try to rebuttal him somehow.
All right, you're gonna make any kind of argument?
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna roll?
No, like, the point is that she, from what Alexander has told her in passing during their, mad conversations, Manaways is a dangerous place, so what he's saying has merit. So she's just going to try, but, you can see that she's not really in to continue to argue her point after he's laid down his points.
She is defeated.
Yeah.
She is not. Maria has been eliminated from the debate.
Don't worry, she never was here for talking. She was here for watching Alkender.
Alright, Ares is next.
How did I end up being next?
Let's see.
Bunch of crooks.
If it was about, technology, she would have rocked that, but, she can't. It didn't really line up,
Who is this alchemist?
It's Plimpon Pottsmore's descendant. You're about to get schooled,
and he
son!
knows nothing. Because nobody understands that man.
Hey.
Alkender is. Alright, would you like to make the first argument?
It depends. What is the topic?
The topic is ethical treatment of serfs and peasants.
Ethical treatment of serfs and peasants. You mean treating the ones that serve you with the utmost respect that they deserve? Well, of course. Why would you treat them so poorly if they do nothing but help you complete your tasks? It would be unwise and is foolish to demean your servants in such a way.
So, is this your argument? You're rolling first. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
What was his bonus? On top of his normal bonus, that is.
It wasn't very heartfelt. He gets a +1.
Oh, a super heartfelt.
So, you get a 24. And he's going to try to counter your argument. He says, there is merit for treating your servants harshly. Whenever you coddle your servants, they do not work hard. You waste your efforts, you waste your resources, and you end up having to just get more in the long run. He doesn't get a very good argument, and he doesn't get any bonuses, but he rolled he rolled pretty good. So, Ares,
Wait.
your rebuttal is a 20.
You mean to tell me that you believe that treating your servants harshly is better than rewarding their service? That rewarding their service would cost them...
Ares, this is a debate. He doesn't have to believe the argument he's making. Don't attack him personally. Alright, I guess I shouldn't have told you that and just subtracted the points.
Ares gives him a good tongue lashing and then continues to tell the crowd about the merits of treating your servants well.
Alright, roll, but you're gonna get a penalty for attacking him. Oh, and you don't make a 20, so you don't get 2 points, but you still won the counter. Or no, he didn't win the counter. You made the first, he failed the counter, and you don't get any points, so it's a tie, so no one wins the round. The next topic is the isolation of elves and other half-elven races. He's gonna go first, and he make an argument that they should conform and join and be a part of the other races. Wow, I'm on fire with this +3.
This motherfucker.
So you wish to see them join in society and be a part of them, but you do not realize, have you not even been with them? They are so ignorant of other people. They care not for others.
There are
They
many
so
elves in the crowd that start booing you.
They have all been at many terms of my personal treatment against the mingling of other races. They seem to be purist, and I've seen some mistreatment toward half-elves from pure-blood elves.
Here, here! Dalkander says from distance.
Alright, go ahead and roll. The third. Oh, man. It fails. So your counter. Wait, was that the counter or the rebuttal?
I was on counter.
You were. That was. Wait, what?
I was on counter.
Oh yeah, you started the first. He started this one, so you fail your counter. And he attempts to rebuttal. He has to hit a 15. And he's just gonna go for it. Oh, he fails.
Obviously, this guy has no actual dealings with elves.
So, that's 2 rounds. Whoever wins the next round wins the set or whatever. So you start. The topic is the merits or disadvantages of committing to the World Scar.
The what now? What is this? Alkanda, what is this World Scar?
I can't help you! But it's okay, wait. He's going to look at Doug. Can I actually help him? Because he's kind of new to the area.
It's up to you to try if you want to try.
Okay, I'm gonna make this short because this is technically cheating. I think. It's the place where the demons come out of. That's TLDR. That's a summary.
So the question is whether or not we should commit large quantities of resources in battling against demons?
Yes.
But it is very apparent. Of course it is. What the demons do not care for the lives of mortals. They seek to destroy us. Why then would we sit idly as they come into our lands and destroy our peoples?
Well, unfortunately, Alkindr helped you, so you get a -1.
Oh, damn it.
So he's gonna attempt to rebuttal. He says,
You mean counter?
Counter, yes. He says, "You would be fools to commit all our resources to the world scar. We must hold them at bay. There's no way you can destroy all the demons. We can't leave ourselves defenseless to the other dangers in the lands. Commit all our resources to one and be blind to the rest." People clap. He gets a bonus on his argument.
Yeah, of course he does, bonus on his own piece of shit.
But it's not enough. So you gotta be a 16 to rebuttal.
No. If +2 if counter is greater than argument.
Oh, okay. I guess I've been doing it wrong.
You've been doing it wrong.
So, you believe that the realm of man is more dangerous to people, to mankind, to elvenkind, to goblinkind, to orckind, to all of living creation, than the demons that care not for it? And I'd go on about that for a little.
No. You don't win the argument. Or you don't win the rebuttal. And it comes
This could
down...
go on for a while.
No, it's gonna come down to roll off. So roll 3 d20s.
3?
Yeah.
My boy, I am prepared.
Alright. He wins, he loses, he loses. You win. Ares moves on.
The guy who knows nothing wins. The power of persuasion.
Indeed.
Alright. Alkindr, you're going last.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna roll through these real quick, just because. So, argument.
Alkindr, you need to make a macro to whisper the GM.
Counter.
Why don't you do the 3d20s?
Counter wins. Oh, hold on. Rebuttal. Wow, rebuttal beats the counter, so it's a point there.
Man, these women are well informed.
Indeed.
Okay,
Or are they very, very, very charismatic?
These are our charisma debates here going on. Alright, so this one's going to start. 19. Fails.
I need to find out how this guy got a +11 to his int.
Alright, that guy wins the argument, and it's best of 3, so that person goes on. Alkindr, it's now your turn.
Alkindr cracks his knuckles, then puts down his journal. His body is ready. Well, his mind is ready. Should I use my cognated? How long do these things last?
The debate?
Yeah.
Around 30 minutes each.
You will.
No, we'll say around 10 minutes each.
He'll keep his cognatogen for later then, in case he doesn't want to splurge. This will just be his naked roll plus inspiration.
So you're gonna start?
I actually have a question. Does Tears to Wine work for this? Because it says intelligence-based skill checks.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You'll toss one of those on. What is the subject? Come at me, bro.
First argument, or the first subject, has to do with public funding and shrink in libraries.
Oh, shit. Can we just... Oh... Public funding and shrink in libraries. Meaning... Yeah, he's gonna fucking argue his ass off. You're tempting me to roll inspiration here, aren't you? I really want to roll inspiration now. He's just going to lay out cold hard facts. Libraries, cornerstone of learning. It's called the foundation, the gathering, the what is the word? Like he would know the word, but I forget.
You forget word? For what?
It's like building blocks? I don't know. Like
Foundation.
they're very integral. No, I know. I use foundation. It's like they are like the storage? No, that doesn't sound right.
Backbone. The structure.
Yeah, there we go. Stuff like that.
Without
Basically.
libraries, there are only stupid people.
Alright, make your argument.
Make my argument roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shit! Alcander, what are you doing?
He's not trying hard enough.
Tears to Wine give you a +3?
No, it gives me a +2 at my caster level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he shall attempt to counter your argument. And he makes it. So if you want a rebuttal, that's a 23.
What is his argument exactly?
What was your argument?
That
Well,
schools stay in school, kids.
Oh, he says that the government would spend more money trying to combat shrinkage in libraries, and that it should just be allowed to happen.
Alcander looks offended.
Is this guy talking intelligence or trying to persuade me?
He's speaking intelligently. Just get back on the top row. You're still in this.
I'm doing what?
You're still in the debate.
In the debate.
Why can't I sit where I want?
Alcander is going to argue, very inspired for the merits of, increasing the education of people. The more you know, knowledge is power. Power is good. Knowledge allows you to do more. Libraries facilitate that. They make it easier, they make it better. There's a good system. The less we have of that, the less powerful we are. This is a simple fact. He's going to roll his intelligence plus inspiration.
Alright. Wow.
Fuck yeah.
That is enough. You needed a 23, and you got a 25, and your argument is cheered. Point goes to Alcander.
Aries sits there in discontent, saying that he never had public school.
Alright. Next topic, your opponent will go first. It's tough coming up with topics. Let's see. The next topic is the reintroduction of what should we call it? What is the one down there? What is it? No, it wasn't Pangolius. It was Pangolius and Chiliax, or it was Canarate. I don't remember who was liberated from Chiliax.
No, it wasn't Pangolius.
Pangolius was back 200 years ago, I think, already.
Get it together, Judge!
The reintroduction of Chiliax rule. He goes first, and he argues what the merits would be under Chiliax in that they have good technology and strong military.
And that they bring law and order to everybody. Make everybody rich.
So go ahead and argue against that, if you will.
I mean, that as the case may be, Chiliax is to allow them to regain control so easily would be to spit in the face of. Oh wait, shit, that's more of a charisma thing. God damn it!
It doesn't matter. Make whatever argument, and you can use your best roll.
To spit in the face of the countless people who fought for their freedom, the countless lives that were lost, the heinous crimes that Chiliax committed to these people who founded the strength within them to break free from that control. Because let us be honest, we all know what Chiliax is like. It's not the most pleasant place.
Hear, 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 hear. People cheer.
I got a bonus. So, my argument then is that we should in fact not allow these devil binders, these oppressors, the slave traders, to reverse, to renege, to take us back in history. To reverse our forward progress. Yeah.
Now somebody of the audience needs to say, but you guys are chitin binders, and you only free yourselves from the devils because of them.
Oh shit.
I
wonder if I should. Yeah.
He would have to beat a 25.
Ha 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 ha.
So you get a point. He tries to
Meeting beats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has to go in natural 20 unless he gets a bonus from the crowd. He doesn't.
He fails. Alcandor wins the debate.
Alcandor bows and takes a seat. He's like, yeah, this is the kind of public speaking I can do.
Alright, since Alcandor just went, Ares gets to go next.
I'm up against this guy. Let's bring it. Your logic has no grounds here, sir.
Okay. The next topic for debate is the ethics of looting valuable sites for precious artifacts. Do you wish to go first or second?
I shall go second.
His argument seems to be not quite as strong this time around.
It still seems pretty oh, I see what you did there.
So was he in favor of looting ruins for
He
artifacts?
says his argument was that it is valuable and necessary to discover the secrets of the past so that we may learn from them. He names many examples of technologies that are now available, once again, from study of ancient artifacts.
Alkender nods. Alkender nods. Maria also nods.
Alright, Ares will talk about how the gains of technology do not outweigh the respect of the dead and their what's that word? Sanctified places. The sanctity of their ruins and their resting places. And that it is wrong to violate these areas simply for the gain of what they knew.
You seem to be reaching some people in the crowd on an emotional level. But it's not enough for a rebuttal, or for a counter. And he says, Ares speaks very emotional words, but nothing can deny the cold hard fact of progress. One must be willing to peel back the shroud of our past, even if it is painful to some. And his rebuttal fails, but he still wins.
He wins?
Yeah, because he got the first point. Oh, there is no first point. See, I keep forgetting. You countered. You did not counter. And he did not rebuttal. I guess it is. Alright.
Yeah, it's just a tie.
That's a tie, yeah. Once again. So
Holding my hand against this wizard who thinks of only progress.
Alright. The next topic is the blind surrender of one's will to the various gods.
Alkender makes noise.
Death Rod, go.
Ares, you go first.
If Death Rod says anything, Maria is going to elbow Castle, and then she's going to apologize to Castle when Castle comes back.
Ares will talk about a little bit about his personal surrender to his lady's will, and say it was because of her will that he is here, and that he has done all the various deeds, and he starts naming off the things that Don Crescendo has done.
And people start cheering for it. You get a +2 for that.
Oh shit! Yeah, Don's Crescendo. That's actually pretty beefy.
Did you include the +2 in there?
No.
Okay, so it's a 23.
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to argue against the blind surrender. His argument is going to be that you should have more faith in yourself and the advancements that you can make through study and sheer willpower. And people cheer for that too on the other side.
Alkender is going to make a face like he doesn't know what to do because he agrees, but also, I mean.
Oh, he does not. Oh wait, no, he does. He hits your. He counters your argument. You went first, okay.
Yes.
So he was able to counter your argument. Your rebuttal is a 24.
He did not beat, he met.
You were. Oh yeah, no, you had a 23. Then he didn't beat you. Never mind.
So I need only beat a 22 to win the round.
Correct.
What I'm going to say is though you say that personal struggles and iron will to better yourself is better than surrendering to the God, I say that doing such an act would help you serve the gods who help place you to do what you need to do. If I devote myself to my God and to the better of myself, I not only better myself, but better my God.
People are confused. You don't get any bonus.
That's
I guess I tried it both at the same time.
So that's a tie again then, since he didn't get any points. Because he didn't beat you, and then...
Ares is all about the throw-off.
It's fine, you have one more round.
Yep, one more round. And you get to make the first argument. The
I do?
subject is...
I get to go first twice?
Oh, did you go? No, you didn't go first this time.
No, she did. He did.
You did go first.
That's
okay,
why
then he's gonna go. The subject is the subjugation of animals for the whims of man.
Dova growls in the distance.
And he's gonna say it is right to subjugate animals for the whims of man. It has furthered science and it has furthered civilization. Alright. You gotta counter his argument.
Ares pauses for a moment, thinking about what an animal is, and he thinks to horses and all the good they've done. And then he thinks to Dova, and then he gets really emotional about how if you only think as a beast, and you only make it do your will, then you are no better than the beast, and that you need to love your companions. And he talks about Dova and the horse before Dova, and how everything is all about the proper treatment of those animals.
Alright. You make a strong argument, but you're not countering his argument, so you get a -2. Alright, he's gonna try to rebuttal. And he says...
I got it.
He says, yes, you can exploit the animals by showing them, affection. However, it is exploiting them nonetheless. And he's got to beat a 12. And he does.
Victory is mine.
No, he beats you. He rebuttals, so he gets 2 points.
So?
Oh, so you win just because?
Just because.
I don't think it works like that. He wins the round and the debate.
Yeah, he's a terrible arguer. He tried to use cold hard logic.
And won.
Excuse you? The people who use cold hard logic are the ones who are still in here.
I think not.
No, she was using emotional debates.
Oh, okay. Alkander cracks his neck again.
And let me remind you, it is the people with people skills that have friends.
That was a low blow,
Is that a
man.
threat?
No, it was a low blow.
Oh,
That was a very low blow. Does Ares actually say this to Alkander?
Was Alkander talking shit about Ares?
No, man. You have a good point.
Alright. The first subject is the pros and cons of alchemy versus magic.
Oh, you're joking, right?
No, you gonna go first or second?
Okay. Alchemy. 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 Alexander's gonna go. He's going to argue he's going to argue for alchemy. He's going to argue for science.
Somehow I feel like his heart's not in it.
No, his heart's very much in it. Actually, can I make a craft alchemy check to boost my check?
Yeah, sure.
This is the knowledge that he has of alchemy, and he will demonstrate this knowledge and give various examples of how alchemy has accomplished things that magic perhaps could not at the same level. Oh, it's sweet Jesus.
Let's see, a 46. You are so intelligible on alchemy. I planned this before you rolled, I promise. That you go into the subject ad nauseum and bore the crowd. You get a -3 on your check.
Oh God. Oh God!
So I straight up intended. That's crazy. I love how you rolled a 46. I straight up intended like the DC to be 25, and the farther away you got from it, either end, made it better, made it worse for you. Sorry.
I got a natural 20 though.
I know. That's why it was hilarious, because I swear I decided that before you rolled.
Everyone takes a will check to stay awake.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck you.
What was Maria's will save?
Alright, she has to beat a 7. That means she has to... she can't lose.
Yeah, she can't lose.
So she wins the round.
Hey, no she doesn't. I proposed it. I can still counter her.
Oh, you gotta beat a 24.
Yep, I can do
Good
that.
luck.
He's gonna just kind of see the effect he had on the count before. He's gonna scale it back a little bit. But he will use inspiration. He's going to be very inspired when he talks about the good alchemy has done and how it's more, it's more accessible. Not everyone can do magic, but more people can learn alchemy. And it's a useful skill to have. It's done a lot for us. It proves what man is capable of when he puts his heart and his mind to something. And here's my roll. For fuck's sake,
Ouch.
I can't beat it even with inspiration.
Even with inspiration.
I will use my... Wait, no I won't. God damn it. Yeah, wait, maybe there's something else I can avoid.
Ares walks away from this knowing that alchemy is not better for the civilization.
Hey,
And he's
fuck you.
quite swayed by this nameless woman.
I really want to use a heroic action, but I'm not going to use a heroic action.
For what, a reroll?
I really would. But...
What else you got?
He's got the proof that charisma is better than intelligence right now.
Yeah. So, second round.
Alright, so she
She's
wins
going
the
to have
round.
to... Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't get a bonus on her roll because of how bored the crowd was. With the...
Hey, fuck you.
She didn't need it. Alright.
She did too to set the DC harder.
So you went first last time, so she's gonna go first this time. The topic is...
The benefit of companionship.
yeah, we'll use that one next one. That's good.
Oh my goodness, please don't do that. That would be...
That's gonna be the last one. So this one, the topic is it ethical to exercise and get rid of the undead?
Oh. Oh.
Henry nods his head.
So she's gonna argue for the ethics of cleansing the undead in the spirit that the world is for the living, and any undead who would be here should be gotten rid of in favor of the living.
Does she
And of
worship
course-
Pharasma?
And of course, all the living people cheer, and she gets a bonus.
Or she worships Sharon.
The question here is.
Oh wait, no, she
what
doesn't get a
do
bonus.
What do you define as living?
Oh, there you go.
Alexander is going to argue from the point of a person who is caught halfway between both worlds.
Who what now?
It's Dampier.
You're not caught between two realms. You're clearly undead. You're harmed by positive energy.
You see this? This is the kind of
Prejudice that you gotta
You know
deal
what,
with every day.
exactly. Like, you can't. This is like, yeah, basically just going to argue, obviously from from literal decades of personal experience, over a century of personal experience, and use that to augment his argument.
He gets a
You
negative
can't just-
because
He bores people again. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's going to, just speak like factually. Wow.
Says the
And
guy
you know
who's
what?
arguing
Because
right.
this is such an because this is such an important point to him, he's going to use inspiration.
Alright, you've used 3 of how many?
And I've used 2 now. Because I didn't actually use it on the last one.
Of how many?
I have 3 left.
Okay. Alright, well, she has to beat a 30.
Yes.
Well, you'll see her drink a potion and make her rebuttal.
Fair
as
enough.
time slows down for her.
And she makes a very emotional argument about all the people who've been harmed and made refugees or died. Their loved ones have died to the undead, and the people are inspired. And she gets another bonus.
Yeah. Okay, you can
Oh,
see Alexander.
Doesn't matter.
You can see Alexander's face like cracks as she goes on, though. Like, depending on how emotional it was. Although, like, it was
Roll
mostly
a will
emotional,
save, then.
no.
Because it was extremely emotional. Roll a will save.
Ares is all about that life. Some undead lich clinging to immortality just killed his only friend.
Is emotional
At the
count
time.
as mind affecting?
It depends. Like, a lot of emotion effects are mind affecting, but it's not necessarily universal.
Alright,
Like,
then you
it's
fail the will
affecting your
save,
emotions.
and you get a -1 on your next roll due to the emotional effect that it's had on you. You did win the point, though.
Yeah. But at what cost?
Do you want to... You can use... whatchamacallit? Inspiration on saves.
Yeah, no, but that would take me down to 1. I need my inspiration for this motherfucker.
Alright.
Yeah, you can see Alexander's a little shaken up. He's a little shaken up.
Alright. So, do you make the first argument or not?
I think I make the...
Neuromon
not.
actually fell asleep. He whispered me and said he was gonna fall asleep, and fell asleep, and now he's snoring on the mic. Neuromon! Go
Mute
to
him.
bed! Alright. So who's going first this time?
I think it's me this time. So what's the topic?
Yeah, because she rolled 1 on her rebuttal. The topic is the barbarians of Numeria and what to do with them in the eyes of civilized people.
Oh, that's a dangerously open topic. Considering they literally just wrecked his fucking house.
Yes,
well, no,
which
it
means
wasn't
you're going to have to
them.
roll another will save for emotion.
Well-
Since you're already emotionally affected by her argument, this one's going to hit you so close to home.
Well, it's like I don't actually think they actually hit his house. They just attacked us. But I guess it brings up bad memories anyway. Fuck it. He's strong now. He's
Yeah,
past it.
you are regroup your emotions so well that it negates the previous penalty. You no longer have a penalty.
Just gonna take a deep breath, let it out.
You stilled yourself. You're no longer breathing deeply, and you're ready to make your final argument.
He is going to argue. I don't actually know exactly how he would argue this. But the basic idea is like, I mean, I know what he would do it well, but like, the basic idea is, barbarians are people too. They can also be, accepted into society. If they are open to it, then the hand should be extended to them. Because cooperation is just always is just a healthy forward tangent to have, especially in these troubling times.
Alright, you hear a few murmurs of agreeal and a few heads that are nodding that aren't so much in agreeal. Let's go ahead and roll.
So
No.
let's roll this. It's
Alright. Inspiration?
no.
Alright.
I'm gonna save it.
So he's going to, or she's going to make a rebuttal argument and start making an emotional play and say, how many of you have had your loved ones harmed by barbarians, or your goods or your services and coin robbed by barbarians? Yes, they can be integrated into society, but those that refuse should not be allowed to continue on. And people, again, they're neutral. The crowd overall is neutral on the subject. So she's rolling to counter you. Oh, and rolls terribly. So you just gotta beat an 11 to win.
Alexander is going to stick to his guns and say, well, they don't. It's obviously not a perfect solution, but nothing really is. Tending towards diplomacy is preferable to tending towards violence. In the cases where violence is unavoidable, then obviously we have no choice, but that should never be the first resort. And he beats it!
Barely. And you didn't bore him enough to lose. So Alexander wins the round and the debate. He moves on. Alright. So I need just a quick bathroom break before we head to the final round. I'll be right back.
This is about to get very intellectual. Prepare your will saves.
Hey, just remember, man, if you ever get in trouble, just tell everybody that Geico can save them money.
Half Moon Cat is totally sleeping after that last argument. She's got the best will saves of the party, right?
We'll see.
Reflex save.
Nah, she got the best will save.
You're literally
What's it, like a
paladin.
3?
A 7.
Yeah, boy!
Alright, Alkindor, you ready?
Alkander is going to use his cognitogen for this final round.
Alright, what does that give you?
Plus 4
Strength
intelligence.
penalties.
So what's your overall roll going to be now? Plus 10? No, the Tears to Wine isn't still active.
I'll take another Tears Wine as well.
Well, how long does it last?
Lasts an hour.
Okay, it would be still active, you're fine. He's going to drink a potion then as well.
Oh god, cheat us!
No, you see, this is simply the expanding of our minds to their full potential.
This isn't even my final form!
Alright. So, he's going to walk over to you and shake your hand and says, "You're an excellent debater. Would you like to begin this round?"
Alkander is going to take the handshake, but he's actually also going to sense his motive. And his motive sensing is higher now because he has higher intelligence.
Yeah, right. Which
Does he seem like earnest, or is this like
he
some
seems
sort
earnest. It's not okay.
of... Alkander's mouth twitches upwards and he nods. You as well. May the best man win. I should take the first round, I think.
Alright. The first topic is the subject of the open borders of Whitethrone, and is it, or should they allow sorts of lycanthropes and trolls and such within their walls?
Ew.
Should they, or because they already have?
Yeah, I mean, should they be allowed to, or should it be resisted by the rest of the civilized world?
By the rest of the civilized world that are not in Whitethrone?
I don't know. I just don't fucking poke holes in the topics. That's all I got. Go.
No, that's like his argument. Is should they? When it becomes what he says, I'm going to go off the assumption that this is like kind of a world of what's it called. People from outside disagreeing with the inside of Whitethrone.
Sure, why not? Whatever position you want to take.
So that, assuming that is the position that he's taking, he's going to lay down the statement that, what happens within one's borders is not necessarily the business of the outside world, and that is fortunately or unfortunately, how the world up there works. It may not be wise to impose outside penalties on such a place, considering its history, lest we invite its wrath on the rest of the world. And I shall roll. A solid mutual argument.
Alright. And people are kind of indifferent to your argument. And he's going to say, "It is highly illogical to allow such beasts into your city, no matter whose borders it should be. We must travel, we must trade. Humans have come to be quite important in these trades, and things like lycanthropes and trolls should not be allowed to interrupt it, no matter where they are. Nobody really cares for his argument, but he's making it anyway. Oh, and he does not counter.
Hey, I have to beat a 17. I can't do mods. This is true, but those individuals are also living beings, and all living beings have some capacity for usefulness in them. There's no reason why they must disrupt the trade of the people. They can be quite mutual, even quite helpful under the right circumstances, and that area, the witches there, they have quite good control over them. I do not believe it is the business of outside forces to interfere. And he will use this and inspiration.
Oh, yeah, you better use inspiration. You got 2 left?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you win the argument. Or you win the rebuttal. For 2 points. So you win the round. And he goes first this time. The subject is... the known pirate leadership of towns like Nishrak. Should other sovereign nations around them be under any obligation to get those things under control?
Is Lady Morgaine in this audience?
Please tell me he says yes. I mean, please tell me he says no.
No, he's
Because
arguing for the other nations that they should get those sort of things under control.
God damn it.
So he's gonna make his argument.
That's such a one-sided argument, he gets a bonus, right?
He doesn't need it.
He needs it. But look at this, man. Here's the... You know what? I'm not even gonna talk. Alkander's just going to fucking... Because right now he's running off logic. Like, even more than usual. He has unlocked the best part of his brain. So he's just going to put his personal feelings aside and argue for the freedom of such places, as long as they do not encroach upon others. Oh, inspiration. Shit, 19. Just beat 21.
He has to beat a 21. Alright. Well, he's gonna make his rebuttal and go see if he can beat a 21. If not, Alkander wins the round.
And the debate.
Oh, he does it! He rebuttals your argument with 24. And he wins the round.
I still win the debate, though.
Why? No, that's
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
You each get a
Eh? I got 2 points. He got 2 points, and I got 1 point before. So
no, that's for the round.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's to win the round. That's how I've been doing it. So
confused.
Yeah, I don't worry, I've been consistent. So you get to make the first argument. The final topic is the merits of personal relationships.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Or whatever it was Ares said.
Personal relationship. I'm gonna go with personal relationships.
The benefits of companionship.
Of companionship, okay.
Define companionship.
Of
undefined.
Okay.
Undefined. Okay, cool. Alkander is going to look
Watch
back
what you
on
say!
No.
Maria's right there.
No, he's actually going to look back on his life. Like, not verbally, but like, this is just what he's doing mentally. And like, his life before Dawn's Crescendo, and then his life with Dawn's Crescendo, starting from that fateful day. And he's going to start his argument from a more neutral stance at first. He's going to argue for the merits of companionship and how they can better the person. No man is an island and all that. We can bust out the history.
All right.
Well, not history,
Well,
but like the personal stuff afterwards.
As you make this argument, you can't help but look at Maria and see her beaming smile and the sparkle in her eyes as you argue these benefits. And it kind of trips you up a little bit.
You fucker.
You gotta roll another will save. And you hold steady, not barely, but just enough to keep your argument together.
It's leading strong with a 21.
Alright. Now he's going to make the argument that to obtain true knowledge in this world, a man must be self-reliant. Companionships can detract from study, and if one truly wishes to attain greatness, he must study with all his heart and mind.
A true intellectual, that one.
Hmm.
So he has no charisma score.
For his counter. Oh! He counters you with a 22.
Oh,
Alkner, you have to beat a 24 to win the debate.
And Maria's heart.
Drum roll, please.
Oh my goodness, dude. I'm sorry, but I really want to use a heroic action because this is very personal.
How personal.
This is... You guys literally are his only friend, like his best friends.
You better win this.
Friend, I'm your lord.
You're the only friends I've ever had.
Exactly. Alexander is actually going to start... He's going to use his history, his personal history with Dawn's Crescendo.
Wait, so are you going to use your heroic action before?
I have to warn you.
Use it.
I think
it had better be worth it.
Let me just look at the
That means you better
tournament.
win.
Yeah. Trying to break first prize 2,000, first prize 10,000. You know what? My heart is in this. Let's go.
He's doing
This
it!
is going to be his heroic action. I'm very sorry.
This is it for the day. Are you
And
putting in your roll?
He's going to... Yeah, and he's going to expound upon how his personal, like, relationship with Dawn's Crescendo and how these people have bettered him as an intellectual and as a person, citing all of the things that they've been able to accomplish, that he has been able to accomplish, that he would not have been able to do if he was still in his tower, reading stocky old books, and generally just not moving forward. There's limit to what any man can do on his own. Even with all of the brains and the books and everything in the world, there's just
Alright,
something
Maria's
to be said.
smile this time makes you feel so good, you get an extra +1 on top of that. So you're getting a +9 from this heroic action.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Well, that's a 36 for the rebuttal. This is it. Of course, you win. So you just used your heroic action for +8. Hold on, you rolled a 16. You would have won without that too. I love it. And you used it to win 2,000 gold pieces when Ares going to be going for 10,000.
I'm so sorry, but
You used it
I
enough.
feel bad, but Alcander would be like, this is the kind of thing that is very personal and important to him, considering what has, like, the opportunities these have, like, opened up to him, and the friends that he has made, obviously.
Alkindr is the champion of the grand debate. And he wins it by expounding on the friendship that he has made over these past few weeks with Don's Crescendo. How poetic.
Fucking emotion getting in the way of my logic.
Alright. Good job, guys. This ends the grand debate. We're gonna go ahead and call it for the night there.
Alkindr, I never knew you cared for me so much. I never knew how much I meant to you.
It's quite beautiful. It was. I must admit.
Yeah.
Watch it, bros.
In the party.
I'll win this grand joust without a heroic action because I am the grand champion.
Ares, you
Yes.
forget, which I didn't want to tell you before, but I'm going to tell you now. It is the midnight joust. That means
win.
you have to remember the final event is at midnight, which is technically the next day.
Victory shall be for me.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, guys. That was a good one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I made that intellectual